Hi, this is Ankush. In this video, we are going to speak about one of the important component in the Hadoop ecosystem, and the name of the component is Sqoop. So before going in a practical way, let me give you some overall idea about Sqoop, what is meant by Sqoop, and how we are going to use this Sqoop in a production environment. So as we know, there are many components which are available with the Hadoop ecosystem, and you might have heard that we are daily dealing with the data where we need to migrate the data from the different RDBMS database to the HDFS file system. Okay, so let me put it in a pen so that you can understand in a right manner. Let us consider that this is our RDBMS database. So it can be a MySQL database, it can be a Oracle database. So these are our RDBMS databases, and we are in a situation where we need to migrate the data from RDBMS database to the HDFS. So this is our HDFS. HDFS means it's a Hadoop file system. So when we are in a situation where we need to migrate the data from the RDBMS database to the HDFS, we can do the same thing with the help of Sqoop. So this is our Sqoop, and Sqoop is one of the important component in the Hadoop ecosystem. By using the Sqoop, you can migrate the data from the RDBMS database to the HDFS file system, or vice versa, you can do the same thing. So basically, when we are talking about the Sqoop, which is coming with two things, one is the import and second one is export. When we want to move the data from RDBMS to the HDFS, we are using the Sqoop with import, and when we want to move the data from HDFS to RDBMS database, then we can use the Sqoop with the export. In this video, we are mainly concentrating on Sqoop import. So here you can see there is one command which I have already mentioned. So we are doing the Sqoop import, and in other pane you can see over here we are moving the data from RDBMS database to the HDFS file system, which is a Hadoop file system, by using the Sqoop. So we are using MySQL as our database over here. I have a Cloudera machine CDH file already installed, and the MySQL is already configured over there. Okay, so let me show you. I am just connecting to the MySQL. So we have a command sudo mysql -u. We need to provide the password. Cloudera is the password for me. So now here you can see it has connected to the MySQL. Okay, so I'm checking how many databases are there by using the command show databases. In order to connect to the database, we have the command use and the database name. Here you can see there are 17 databases available, and I am connecting to the project database. In order to check what are all the tables are available, we have the command show tables. So here you can see there are two tables inside the project database. I am just checking what is the data available by using the select star from, and the table name is customers. Here you can see there are 5 rows which are available inside the customer table. Now we need to migrate the data from this customer table to the Hadoop file system. So we are just importing to the data, because as I said earlier, it is moving the data from RDBMS to the HDFS file system. So we have a Sqoop import. We are connecting to the MySQL database. So this is the JDBC connection, which is a local IP address starting with the 127, and this is the port number for the MySQL database. We are migrating the data from the project database, which is having a table customer. Let me show you one more time here. Customer is the table and the project is the database. Okay, and the target dir means it will migrate the data to the HDFS file system, which is having a directory user Cloudera, and inside the Cloudera we have a customer directory over there. So we have not created anything as of now. It will create the directory automatically after firing this query. Okay, so let us try to fire this query, and as you can see in the second prompt, I have already fired this query, because so you can see over here, this is the same query which I have already fired over here. Whenever we are firing the Sqoop import, internally it is running a map reduce job, which is a time consuming job, and these are the logs you can see over here on the screen itself. So we have info, warning. If we have info and warning, it means everything is looking fine. If in case you find something related to the error, it means we need to cross check. We need to see what is the problem with the Sqoop import. If all goes good, you will find the files inside the customer directory. Now why the files are there? Because HDFS is a file system which contain files. So basically we are just importing the data from the RDBMS, and we are storing the same data to the HDFS file system. So you will find this data inside this directory over here. If in case you are not mentioning target dir, it will by default go to the warehouse directory. Okay, so the job is already started by me, and if you want to track the status, you can also track the status by going to the Hue, which is a GUI format, and just click on the job browser. Here you can see there is one. It means to say one job is currently running on. I have already started the import because I was aware that import is going to take a lot of time. So you need to just copy this command and fire it on the prompt like this. So currently this job is going on and there is no issue as of now. So you can see here the last job was successful, which I have already ran on yesterday, and current date is 12th. And this job is currently running. So let us wait for some time, and if all goes good, you will find the success message over here, and it will use when this job is going on. You can see that it is consuming the resources to the, if you go to the start manager, you can see the CPU utilization is currently 96%, and because of that only it is taking a lot of time. If we check our query, you can see over here mapper we have used one. Mapper is basically representing to the parallel processes which are running. You can also increase the mappers, but if you are increasing the mappers, make sure you have enough strength to your Hadoop cluster, because basically at the end of the day it is going to use your CPU, RAM and memory. So if you have sufficient CPU, RAM and memory, you can increase the mapper. So here you can see retried 5 record and there is nothing like error. We can see everything is looking fine. If we just go here, you can see the succeeded. It means to say our job got successful. And now I am going to this directory and checking whether we do have the files migrated from RDBMS to the HDFS file system. So user, Cloudera and customer. Let's go over here, click on the file browser. and then move to the user, Cloudera and customer. If you get the file over there, it means everything is looking fine. You can also cross check. So in order to do on the command line, we have the command hadoop fs-ls and just put the path, so it will check what are all the files are there inside this directory, user, Cloudera. And same thing you can do from here itself, user, Cloudera, and just go and search for the customer. So I'm just clicking on the customer. Here you can see there is one file with the name part. I am trying to open this file, and after opening you will find the same data available over there. From the command line also you can put the command like hadoop fs-ls and the path of the directory. Okay, so now it is opening the file. See the same data, there are 5 records, and here also on the MySQL you can see the 5 records. So we have successfully migrated the records from the MySQL database to the HDFS file system. I hope this is clear now. Thank you.